Bwana, vijana kwa wasichana, karibu katika kipindi cha Kahawa na Mbuvi, na leo tuko Mombasa. Inaitwa Mombasa Edition na Kiswahili yangu imeishia hapo. Naitwa Mbuvi na leo niko na mgeni shupavu. Amekuwa radio host, tuseme radio queen for a very long time. Pwani FM, akaenda Radio Maisha, then akaenda kwingine tukasema anapanda anaenda direction gani yani? Tukasikia anaenda communication. Kiswahili yangu acha ishie tu hapo. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only director of gender. Agenda yake ni gender. Esther Ingolo. Karibu sana katika Coffee with Mbuvi. Hebu introduce vingine vile sija capture katika hii camera.
Umeanza na speed nyingine sijaelewa.
Kamba wananga breaks wakianza tu ni kanaenda.
Sawa. Asante. Mimi naitwa Esther Ingolo.
Yes.
Wataka nizungumze Kiswahili ama Kizungu?
Changanya.
Ni changanya.
Changanya.
Okay. So umeniambia nijiintroduce. Nafikiri one of the hardest things za mtu kufanya ni kujiintroduce kwa sababu personally sipendi sana kujiintroduce na title.
Yes.
Maanake nikijiintroduce na title muktadha unabadilika.
Muktadha kwa wale wanasikiza pale wajua muktadha. Mimi najua muktadha ni maktaba.
The context changes literally.
Thank
so
you.
Then I veer off that because once you have a title then people start to brand on mtu mkubwa nini.
Yes.
So nataka tuwe level moja. So mimi nitasema my name is Esther Ingolo.
Yes.
I consider myself a very favored child of God.
Amen. I like that.
Yani kwa ufupi my existence on earth is actually quite a destiny sort of. I was destined to be on earth for a purpose.
Wow.
So then I consider myself yani mtoto wa Mungu, ninapendwa sana na Mungu kwanza, and familia pia napendwa sana. So that's how I like to introduce myself. Just a kawaida woman.
Yes. Sina
maneno mengi. I have just been lucky kwamba niko katika areas of influence. Kwanza redioni, I was very influential. Na pia sasa katika serikali I'm quite influential. Lakini sipendi sana kwa sababu nataka niwe I want to enjoy the normal perks of a normal person.
I like that.
Yeah.
Lakini sasa utajifichaje na kwa normal packs? Utavaa kwa unless useme sasa one of the benefits za corona kwa mbali unaweza jificha hapa lakini bado hata atakujua.
Yes, I have a signature crutch. Hayo hata haiwezekani kabisa.
Hawezi.
Yes.
Hauna ujanja.
Yes.
Ulizaliwa wapi Esther?
Kakamega.
Kakamega. Wewe mtu wa Ingo.
Yes. That's
Esther Ingowa.
No.
Ingolo.
Esther Ingolo. So I was born in Kakamega. My parents were Kakamega.
Yes.
My dad and mother. Familia yetu, we are 8 children.
Yes.
Saizi tumefumukana, yani kila mtu yuko all over the place.
Yes.
But born Kakamega.
Almost number last bana. Sikia ulikuwa unashikilia nambari 7 mgongoni.
Naam.
Uliingia Mombasa vipi?
Mombasa actually coming to Mombasa. Well, hata kuja kwangu was not Mombasa first.
Oh really?
My first destination was Kilifi. Na it was my 16th birthday.
Yes.
Dadangu akanipa my elder sister who ni kama yani mamangu. Manake nimekaa naye sana. She gave me a birthday ticket. Birthday present, birthday ticket kuja Mombasa.
Wow. Yeye ndiye alikuwa Mombasa ama
Yes,
Kilifi?
yeye alikuwa Kilifi at the time. Alikuwa ni mwalimu wa ishara. She's a sign language teacher.
Oh wow.
So alikuwa anafundisha shule Kilifi inaitwa Kibarani. So she gave me that ticket nije kutembea Mombasa kama birthday present.
Oh wow.
So that's how I ended up in Kilifi. Yes.
Yeye ilikuwa wakati gani? Ulikuwa ushamaliza form 4?
No.
Ama ilikuwa wakati gani?
No, almost naelekea kumaliza.
Oh, so ulikuja ukaendelea na masomo tu bado huko?
Hata nimemalizia kule Western. Naam.
Ulikuja while in school ukarudi Western?
Yes.
Bado ukapenda huko sana ukasema wacha nikastay. I'm guessing now. Wacha nikastay na sister. Kumbe unapanga.
Unajua kitu tunasema waja nayo. No, I just happened now to come after school nikakuja kukaa huku.
Yes.
Nikaenda Technical University of Mombasa.
Yes.
My first course shockingly nilisomea laboratory technology.
Laboratory. Yes. Why did you interest yako zilikuwa kwa chef? Uliingiaje laboratory?
Sasa maanake sikupata, nilijaribu utalii nikakosa. Nikajaribu KMC ikanishinda. So then at that time kwa kuna pesa na nikawa nimeona sitaki kukaa nyumbani.
Yes.
So I decided why not. So I had 3 options. Nilikuwa nataka either niwe chef, ama niwe mtangazaji,
yes,
ama nifanye actually 4, ama ni anything medical related, ama kwenda jeshi.
Salute.
But ningekuwa polisi mbaya. Afadhali sikwenda.
Tungekiona mbaya. Been arrested
kabisa.
Ama kwa kawa yangu.
Sasa ukinwa na mimi nino ama
kunywa
tunakunywa the same time.
Jibambe. Hii ni iced coffee my dear friends.
Umefanya vizuri, maana yake ungekuja na hiyo hot one. Sijui ingekuwaje.
We already sweating. Sasa sijui ungeendaje.
Yes.
Ukasomea sasa ulivukaje kutoka hapo mpaka sasa ukaingia radio?
Hiyo sasa hapo ndo story sasa.
Yes.
Because nilimaliza kabisa. Then nilipomaliza nikapata internship Cambridge, which is still in Kilifi.
Yes.
Then wakati Base Titanium, when they started off the project, walianzia Kilifi kuangalia kama kuna minerals. So the first mining project walifanya kule Kilifi.
Yes.
So I got a short contract kufanya kazi na wao. So nikaenda Titanium at the time. So then after a while nikawa nimekuwa recalled Cambridge to now start working.
Yes.
Because I had interned there and I was doing quite okay. So katika hiyo process,
yes,
then I got an accident. So then ndio ikakoroga kila kitu
about whatever you are doing then.
Yes. So that's how it got mixed up, and eventually now I changed my path after that, because I could not, everything changed, literally. My interests changed, how I see things changed, and now it was clearer to me that I was not born for the lab, that I was born to, I had a bigger purpose.
Yes.
So that's how I now ended up going to do communication.
So are you saying, for the person who's at home, when some things happen catastrophically, don't give up yet? It could be a just turnaround.
It could be. It is
definitely a turnaround.
Yeah, definitely a turnaround to take you to where you are supposed to go.
But during that turnaround, what was going through your mind? During that time when everything has been blocked, now you can't go to the lab. Now you probably don't know whether you can walk. I was
just numb, to be honest. Yani, siwezi kuambia kwamba nilikuwa for about 2 years. I went numb. Numb in the sense that I was on autopilot. I told God, you take charge.
Yes.
Mi sijui, sasa wewe ndio utaamua vile itakuwa. That's how I operated for about 2 years before I got anything stable. But also after the accident, I really nilipatikana na a lot of other smaller surgeries. Nikapatikana na very bad infection which lasted for about 7 months. Ikanipeleka mbio sana. So then literally I cannot account for some 2 years in my life, because I was in and out of hospital. Nikienda hospitali kuangaliwa, narudi nafanywa surgery, natoka hivyo. So then at that point, to be honest, I had nothing on my mind. Ati kwamba this is what I want to do, because at Cambridge they kept calling me all the time.
Yeah, they were caring,
checking on me, yes, and kept saying just come, hata uje uwe ukishinda hapa nini, just come and be here until you're ready, then you can start working. But I could not.
Oh my goodness.
My heart was not in it anymore.
How did your folks react to the same?
To what?
Now the accident time, what was going on?
No, they were quite very supportive to date. Nimekwambia nafikiri mimi ndio mtoto wa kupendwa nyumbani. My mother, I'm the only one who's called, in Kibaluya ukisema omwana ni mtoto.
Ni mtoto, yeah.
To date, my mother says omwana wanje, she'll call everybody else by name, say Winnie Rose, Eddie, Toyo, Nani, Donnie.
Yes.
But she'll always just refer to me as Mwana Lena, where's the child, Mwana, like that. So they were quite supportive. In fact, I don't even think I would have made it if they were not that supportive.
Amen.
Yeah, they held me all through mpaka sasa.
Do you remember a particular turnaround that told you, hey, wait a minute, take life positively, let's move, take a step now? life may change, but I gotta change with the circumstances. Do you remember a particular instance?
A particular instance, I think that decision, I made it in the ICU. When I woke up after marking, I went into a coma. Then I had a bit of amnesia. Kidogo nikawa sikumbuki viwatu vizuri.
Oh my.
So when I woke up in the ICU after around 4 days, ndo nikajipata like I had already had an amputation.
Yes.
And the nurses were a bit careful. Ile wajua wanatembea hapo lakini hakuna mtu anataka kuambia because the doctor had not come to talk to me officially. So then when I woke up and then I realized, okay, looks like I've had an amputation. I honestly didn't even know about it.
You had no idea when they were amputating. Uliamka ukarealize.
Yes. So by the time nikifikishwa hospitali, I had already I went
passed
into
out.
a coma.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I was in and out of consciousness, but sasa wakati wakifanya surgery, before just they did the surgery, I went into a coma. So that's how I even ended up in ICU, because I was in a coma for about 4 days. 4 days. So wakati niliamka ghafla nini, so my mind started racing. Najiuliza, okay, I knew I had an accident. I knew I was hurt, but I did not know that I was having
the intensity.
And I didn't know that I was going to be amputated. Still, I had never seen someone who had been amputated. So it was totally a new phenomenon to me. And so I remember when I woke up, nikacheki, nikauliza nurse kulifanyika nini, akaniambia baka daktari akuje ndio atakueleza. So I relaxed. And I told God, you know what? I don't know what this is about. I don't know what I'll do. So I'm allowing you to take charge. I will not worry about it. So take control. Wherever you lead me, nitakwenda. That is just the prayer I said, and that's it. And so the whole time, I was not worried. I was out in hospital. Yes, I was out of hospital in a week. I went home, nikakaa. I was up and about, nazunguka tu kama ambaye hata sijafanyika kitu chochote.
How strong can one be?
Hopping on crutches, nazunguka. Wale hawakuja kuniona hospitali, mimi nilikuwa naenda kuwatembelea nyumbani. Seriously.
It's crazy.
Kenye sometimes hata nafikiri siko sawa.
Hata me, I think you're not normal. You're not abnormal. Maybe you're super normal. How do you do that? Unatoka hospitali na unakuja kutembelea watu. Uko sawa? What do you mean tuko sawa?
Umekuja umeshapona. I'm like, I'm cool. So I really sijui mimi, yani ni miujiza. Kwa kweli. I don't think whatever happened to me and everything that has happened to this point is natural. That's why I told you I considered myself a very favored child.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
So Muhammad, my boss at KNA, was very good. He gave me the opportunity. Akaniambia, you do your best. Yes. So you're kwenda kutafuta story nini. So one time, another journalist anaitwa Jason akaniita. Akaniambia, Esther, I like your zeal. You come to work every day. You're very hardworking nini. But then every time I look at you, I think you are at the wrong place. Hii sauti yako inaweza kupeleka mbali zaidi kuandika story. Not that your stories are bad. You are filing your stories very well. But can you try to use your voice? It will take you further. Okay. And I was like, okay, fine. No problem. So akaniambia ukisikia kuna advertisement yoyote Pwani, apply. Yes. Somehow in about another 2 weeks, wakafanya an internal advert kwamba wanatafuta presenters. And I applied, and that's just how I got it. Wow. And sasa nikaanza kwenda hewani, and I remember tukiwa kazini na Mheshimiwa Muhammad Ali, we actually did a show. Mulikuwa na Eva moja? Yes, tulifanya show. Hizi ni darubini. Okay, sijui sauti yake. Mbona mnafuatana? Huko tutafika hapo. Ameenda kwa siasa. So now we worked with quite a lot of people like kina Maremo, Ahmed Darwesh, Mwanaisha Chizuga. We were quite a... Mwanaisha pia? Yes, Alimanzu. We were... Alimanzu, rafiki yangu. We were team kubwa sana. So polepole tukaanza hivyo, nikafundishwa kazi na Cherry Bebora. She was also a journalist, na kina Tatu Karema. We were quite a huge group. Yeah. So ndo polepole nikaanza kazi hivyo. So I worked at Pwani for about 7 months. Yes. Then nikatoka nikakaa nyumbani another maybe 3 months. Ndio sasa I got an opportunity at Baraka. Tena it was not even just ile nime apply. Baraka I actually didn't apply. they were running a competition inaitwa presenter of the day. So that time hata nafikiri I was traveling up country. I had traveled up country.
Yes.
So nikirudi the competition ikawa inaisha 2 days later. So I told myself, should I try? Nikasema sijui nipige simu. You know the way you battle inside.
Because it's only 2 days to go.
I was like, what's the loss?
Yeah.
Nikapiga simu. I qualified. So they took 100 of us.
100
yes.
people. 100.
Tukaitwa tukafanya an oral test. Wakachuja tukafika 50. Tukamaliza hiyo oral test. Wakafanya test ingine tena written. Tukachujwa tukabaki 20. So sasa katika wale 20 tukachujwa tena tukabaki 10. So 10 we were supposed to do to be a presenter for a day. So unaingia from morning shift mpaka late night.
Wow.
You do a show with the presenters the whole day.
Who are there? Yes.
To see how good you are. So nikaenda nikafanya. Then there was a voting process. So I was voted the best out of the 10.
Takupigia makofi. Resilience. Sasa kama uko umelani hiyo resilient ukisondeka watu nywele ukiwa KNA, wewe ujipi.
Yes. So after that tukapewa zawadi, some cups nini na a few other things. Pewa zawadi. I didn't even get the job then.
Haja.
Wakatuambia sawa, it was a competition, we've got the winner, so we'll communicate in case there's anything. So at one time they were looking for a presenter.
Yes.
Nikawa nimepeleka CV yangu Hope FM. They called Hope FM to ask if they have someone who is a good presenter.
Yes.
And Hope FM said, oh, by the way, we'll check in our CVs. They checked and they said, there's a CV here of a lady who comes from Mombasa ambaye alikuja hapa kutafuta kazi. Anaitwa nani? Esther Ingolo. They're like, she was here juzi katika competition
na akashinda.
So that's how they called me. So and that one.
That's funny. Hope FM is in Nairobi. Wako Mombasa na uko Mombasa.
Ndio ujue things are interconnected. Na hakuna kitu inafanyika bila Mungu kudhamiria.
Gosh.
Because kati nilipeleka CV Hope, I would never have thought that that is where they
Hope recommending you and you even worked there.
Exactly, yes. They recommended to say, she came here and she looks quite brilliant and she can actually be a very good presenter. Wow. So they recommended. Sasa walipo recommend na silikuwa nimeshinda hiyo competition. So 2 + 2 ika add up. So they called me and I was going to send something kwa bus.
Yes.
Niko stage. Wajua, I think at that point I was like, will I ever get? But I kept soldiering on.
Yes.
So niko barabarani, Esther uko wapi? Niko Topanga. Can you come to Baraka in the next 30 minutes? I'm like, 30 minutes? Yes, come. Nikafikiria, wakasema leta manini zako, papers zako, sijaingia gari nikarudi home. In fact, my sister joked about it. She told me, na hii Baraka wamekuita siku nyingi na hata I hope today will be the day. Nikamwambia, let me also hope that today is that day.
Kwani hii Baraka wanakuita haina baraka yake? Iko na barakoa anyway.
Nikaenda, nilipoenda nikifika tu ikawa almost your cut off time because I was supposed to be there in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
Nikifungwa hivi mlango na manager naye anatoka kuuliza amefika ama bado
tumalizana na hii story. Ndio unafika
sasa. So nikaingia, nikiingia fully fledged interview with like a member 7-member
panel.
Nikafanywa interview karibu.
Mazi hata ukuwa tayari umetoka kwa bus stop.
I was not. Nikafanywa interview karibu 40 minutes.
Yes.
And it was on a Saturday. Nikaambiwa nijitayarishe Sunday. Monday I was coming to launch a new show ambayo inaitwa Mega Breakfast. That name is still in Baraka mpaka leo.
What breakfast?
Mega
Breakfast.
Yes.
Wow.
So Monday I was on air. I was hired the same Saturday. Monday niko kazini.
Miujiza ya Mungu.
Yes.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Uko already conversant at least na hizo
mixer nini. Yes, I was because of Pwani.
That's like a miracle.
Yes, it is. It is because under normal circumstances nikajiuliza je kama ningekata huo mwito. Because unajua sometimes
at the end
and it's common with people nowadays. Sema umeitwa kila siku mbona uende? Ndio Mswahili akakwambia usikatae mwito. Kile ulichoitiwa kataa. Lakini usikatae mwito. Maana yake hujui ule mwito unakupeleka wapi. So if I would have said no or said mimi nilikuwa naenda mahali pengine, the parcel I was still going to send it the parcel I was I know, right?
Madharau nayo. Kumbe unadharau baraka yako inakam.
Parcel bado ningeituma either way. But then at the end of the day, that was more important. So I said to myself, what's the point of not going? Wacha niende. And that's how I got the job.
One more time.
Yeah.
Another one more time.
Yes.
Are you one more time? It
Yes.
doesn't even take too much of you.
True. Yeah. So that's how I ended up at Baraka.
So how long were you in Baraka?
5 years.
5 whole years.
Yeah.
5 is a number of grace.
Then
Radio Maisha wakaamwaje?
So Radio Maisha, they were when they started off wakaja of course huwa kuna rumors station inafunguliwa nini, watu waka apply. Believe you me, 3/4 of the people ambao I was working with wakaitwa. Mwakide wakaitwa, marehemu John Mutunga akaitwa.
Yes.
Nani Okari, who I was doing a show with, the
Dennis
morning
Okari.
show. Yes. Tulikuwa tufanya naye morning show.
Kwani nyote mmetoka hapa? Mimi nikitaka radio nitaanzia Mombasa basi. Na
by
kuja
the
hapa
way,
Mombasa niingie radio.
Funny enough,
Ndio
a
niite Nairobi.
lot of the journalists they come from Mombasa. You'll
Yeah,
be so surprised.
amazing.
Yes.
Because that's not just Swahili radio.
Yes, exactly.
Dennis Okari, that's
So they
different,
know tulikuwa
Mohamed Ali.
tufanya naye morning show. So yeye pia akaitwa. So mimi peke yangu ndo nilibaki. We applied on the same computer. Watu wote wakaitwa except mimi. So alafu mimi nikaendelea kufanya kazi. Watu wote wameenda. Tukabaki a skeleton
department, so to
yes.
speak. Yeah.
So shamra nini. Then Radio Maisha is launching in a week. Yes. I get a phone call from Kizito na Mlanda. Kizito, hi Esther, hi. Anyway, utaki kuja Nairobi? I'm like, okay.
Mimi
Akasema we sent out applications, tumetafuta presenter wa kike na hatujapata, na tulikuja Mombasa when we did our research, you came out tops. Kwa nini hauku apply? Nikamwambia imagine I applied. Akasema na barua yako haikuonekana. Nikamwambia I applied. Akaniambia okay, no problem. How soon can you come to Nairobi tuje tufanye interview? Nikafikiria, nikamwambia nikoonea kesho. Akaniambia basi tafuta siku uje kwa sababu we are launching on 23rd and we don't have a female presenter to do the morning show.
And that was like a few days before the 23rd.
Yes. Haya sawa. Nikamwambia sawa, let me think about it. Nikamaliza show the next day, nika travel kwenda Nairobi. But they facilitated my travel.
Oh wow, good.
And we facilitated the travel. If that's the problem, you have to come. Nikaenda. Nikifika huko tena panel ya mtu kama 7-8.
Wewe na hizi mapanels.
Hi, that one I think was one of the toughest interviews I've ever done. It was tough because kwanza it just came from, well, hata ile ya Baraka ilikuja from nowhere, but this one sijui ilikuwa tough tu.
Yeah.
Nikafanya, nikamaliza. So nilipomaliza immediately wakaniuliza how soon can you come to Nairobi? Huku sijaaga hata. You know, I'm supposed to be on air the next day. Nikamwambia bado niko on air kule. Hiyo ni Thursday. Nimeenda Nairobi. So I only had Friday to be on air. Monday niko Radio Maisha asubuhi. Wow. So nikatoka kama sijananiwa, kaniambia think about it. Nikakuja Mombasa the next day. Now decided are you taking the contract or not? Nikawa niko torn between.
Of course.
Akina Ndiema nani watu wote wakaanza kunipigia, Esther please take the job. Esther please kuja. Esther please kuja. Mwakideu nani Mshamba, everybody. So huku sijaaga. So I was like, what am I gonna do? So that Friday nikakuja, I handed it in my resignation. I was very sad because I was the only one who was not able to get an opportunity to say goodbye
in good time.
In good time. Exactly. And then you see, obviously, hata kama and I understood my employer at the time. Hakufeel vizuri because it was abrupt. Lakini sasa sikuwa na choice kwa sababu mimi pia mwenyewe niliitwa abrupt. So it looked like
options,
it looked like a sabotage of some sort.
Yeah.
So kidogo we did not we disagreed on that, but nilielewa kwa sababu hata ingekuwa kwa mimi ningefikiria maybe alijua all along, and to be honest I had totally no idea. So hiyo siku nikamaliza show, nikaenda nyumbani, I packed my bags. Akaniambia pack your bags, come to Nairobi. Nikaenda Nairobi on Saturday hiyo, tukaenda studio, I familiarized with the people. Ni nzuri, I had worked with Alex before. Alex, yes, we had done a morning show here with him before Dennis Aji.
Yeah.
So we had chemistry.
Yes. Perfect.
So that is how I just ended up at mimi ndo nilifungua mic mtu wa kwanza ile good morning, this is Radio Maisha. Mimi ndo nilifungua.
Na kupiga makofi tena.
I know, yes. I pioneered there.
Kwanza Alex brother yake Justus alinipatia namba yako nikutafuta.
JM.
So JM nimekushtaki. I am sorry. But that's
niko na wewe.
That's just life.
Nitakupata unajua wapi.
So you enjoyed, how was Maisha for you, being the first to do that?
It was
what was the how was it?
Because it was a national platform, of course.
Of course.
So my mother could listen to me, my family. Unajua Baraka alikuwa Mombasa peke yake. So yeah, I became a celeb kule mashinani.
Even by the time you were coming, let me tell you, because JM and Alex, just Mokideo and Alex are my very good friends.
Yes, I know.
Because we were tight, they were telling me, hey, kuna msichana anakuja. Anakuja. Kutoka Mombasa, Esther Ingolo.
Moto.
Ladies and gentlemen, nikangoja huyu msichana niite kwa sababu mimi ni msanii mkubwa. Aniite interview miaka yake ya radio ya Nairobi. Ngapi? Hajawahi niita. Asitasikia mimi ndio wa kwanza kumuita. Atasikia hiyo.
Sawa.
Sikia hivyo.
Sawa.
Yeah, ukaka radio,
no, so that was national. So it was a better platform, bigger. I got the best connections then, because you see we were a standard group, so I had access to KTN, I had access to the paper, and so like for me that platform really shaped what I am right now, because even then, after being on the national platform, that is how I ended up to be an ambassador for persons with disability na ile campaign ya Nikofiti.
Tell me about Nikofiti, by the way.
Yeah, it was just a campaign to push for persons with disability to be recognized, so that they are not stigmatized. If you see a person with disability coming to ask for a job, you Nikofiti, they can do it. If you see them coming to ask for an opportunity, they want to sing, they want to do this, they Nikofiti. Yeah. So that was basically the push behind that campaign, which I must say, now that I'm out, nowadays I meet a lot of people who tell me that interview made me come out of the house and know that I can be able to be employable. Because at the time watu wengi walikuwa wanafikiria kwa sababu ya hiyo, but just being on radio number 1, being in a platform, a huge platform like that one, it gave a lot of people a lot of hope, a lot of persons with disability.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tumetoka kwa kusondeka nywele, tunasondeka maradio mpya. Sasa tutaenda kwa kusondeka serikali au sio, the county government of Mombasa. This is Coffee with Mbuvi. We'll be right back.
As the country gears up for possible BBI referendum and 2022 general elections,
as the salvos enter too familiar territory,
William Ruto will serve his 5-year term as the deputy president.
Pundits Night is here to give you powerful, thought-provoking political commentaries.
The mountain can produce a country.
Give Moses Kuria a chance to respond. Let me ask you this. Are you not taking advantage of first my situation?
You talk about the people with the ultimate power.
Kikuyus will vote for somebody from outside their community to be the next president of this country.
We talk to the newsmakers, the opinion shapers, and the pundits.
Fair enough. I believe
that part so that I don't lose.
As we dissect everything you need to know to make an informed decision. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates.
The position of the Prime Minister will go to a party with the most elected members.
I clearly know that neither Raila nor Ruto are in the work plan on the roadmap for transition as far as the government is concerned.
Informative health discussions, business, farming, Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs, and music bands.
Back to the seasons of my youth.
Every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Did you know that your business keeps our economy running?
You need the skill, not the papers.
You are watching TV47, the home of untold stories.
Welcome back. This is Coffee with Mbuvi ama kahawa na Mbuvi, na leo niko na Esther Ingolo. Director agenda, don't joke, County Government of Mombasa. Aliniokolea mahali, sitawaambia sasa hivi. Welcome back. How did you jump from radio now to the county government? I want to find out that initial call. What happened?
No, it's just when I left Baraka, I had decided that I will go to Nairobi to get contacts, to network, to work in a new environment, but I won't be in Nairobi for long. I will just do a maximum of 3 years. Kisha nirejea Mombasa kufanya kazi ya community.
Ulikuwa umeshajipanga hivyo?
Yes, I had.
Kwa nimesikiza interview yako umesemanga radio is big. Yani radio is
absolutely.
Everything
Radio
in my
is
life.
Still big today. In my house. Sidhani nimefungua TV nafikiri sikumbuki mwisho. People keep joking and telling me, why do you have a TV and you don't even switch it on? But radio mimi nasikiza radio kila siku. Yeah. I listen to radio every single day.
Why do you love radio more than TV or any other form of media?
Because I just loved radio from a long time ago. Anybody ambaye ananijua vizuri anajua mimi napenda radio. Si leo, si jana, si juzi. Yani nimependa radio kuanzia zamani. Ulikuwa unanipata hata nikiwa nyumbani nafua niko na radio. I listen to radio all the time. It's just a love I have for radio.
Radio you can actually passively listen.
Yes, passively listen. Lazima nikae na mimi sasa maneno ya kunikalisha mahali lazima niangalie kitu sezani.
On the move you're active.
Yes. So then that's my love for radio. I knew that I had to depart at some point.
Yes.
Because I was siringi, but I was brilliant at radio. Wow. Very brilliant. And so kawaida yangu I'm an Aries and I like I'm a fire sign. Fire sign. Your expression, my God.
Moto.
I didn't say animal, I said fire.
Oh, you're going animal.
Yes, actually my jina langu la nyumbani naitwa Bunora.
Bunora.
And Bunora means you see the kafaya wakati moto umezima, makaa yamezima.
Yes.
Si huwa utapata jivu juu lakini ukisongesha ile jivu unapata kale kama moto. That's my name.
Yes.
Ya nyumbani.
Umeitaje hiyo jina?
Bunora.
Bunora.
Yes.
Bunora. Yes. Bunora.
So I'm a fire sign. So mimi kawaida I like to thrive and I like to explore nini. Sipendi kukaa mahali muda mrefu.
Yes.
So I knew that I can't stay in radio for so long because I had.
However much you love it.
Yes, I had gotten it.
Yes.
So I needed to be on the other side. Kwa sababu mimi ndio nilikuwa saa zote niulize maswali, put me on the spot. And I really wanted to be in the community and see now how it would feel to be on the other side.
How does it, by then now that you've said that, how does it feel? You are putting people on the spot. Mbona mfanyi hii? Mbona mfanyi hii? Now ni wewe unaambiwa mbona ufanyi hii? What is the feel?
It's an interesting feeling, but at least I'm glad. Your media background ilinisaidia.
Yes.
I can hold my own.
Okay.
I can hold my own.
Uliingia hapo kama mtu wa communication?
Yes, niliingia my first appointment. I'm an appointee of His Excellency the Governor.
Yes. Big up 001.
Yeah, he gave me an appointment kwenda kufanya media.
Yes.
Initially. So nikafanya media for a year and a half. And then I had told him initially that I wanted to be specific about gender.
Yes.
So then when the opportunity arose, then I went to the gender department. Nikamwacha Richard Chacha akaja kuingia communication.
Richard Chacha.
Yes. So that's how I went to gender eventually because I really wanted I like working with young people. I like working with women.
Yeah.
Mimi ni mtu wa community sana.
Sasa hiyo docket inaitwa tu gender ama
no.
It's
youth, gender, sports and cultural affairs.
Youth, gender, sports and cultural affairs.
Yes.
When you say gender,
yes,
we always feel, especially now in this era of life, when you say gender, we always think
women.
It's just women.
No. Gender is not women. Gender is specifically the special interest groups. Nazungumzia women, youth, elderly, marginalized groups. You are marginalized in the sense that wako marginalized kwa sababu ya mahali wanatoka ama ni kabila ni wachache ama labda zile groups ambazo hazina watu wengi na zinahitaji utetezi. So it encompasses all children and everybody.
Yes.
So it's quite wide.
Okay.
Yes, it's not all about women. It's even about men as well because gender is the difference between a man and a woman.
Yes,
so
yes.
Yeah.
Even sasa, I don't know colloquially, I don't know for what reason we decided
it's
to
just
say
that
gender.
no, I think it's just that most of the programs are empowerment. They're specific for women, and there's a reason for that because wamekuwa disenfranchised kwa muda mrefu. So then the focus is specifically on women and girls because of the fact that ukiangalia ikija kwa issues za tuseme equality imekuwa challenge sana. There are more men in position than women and all that. So the focus has been on that so that kuinua tufike level moja. But it's not about women.
Now that you're in gender, this is a question I know you know how to communicate. So this is a question I've had lingering in my mind and I know nitapata jibu. Hii nauliza kama Mbuvi. Sasa, when you look at the current society, initially how it was shaped, you'll find that a man heads the home, is a provider from the family. So now, there are elements where we've empowered women such that they're doing good. They can take care of the home. And now, all of a sudden, the role the man was supposed to play has become substitutionary. What are we doing to also help the man or the boy child, for that matter, to be at par?
I actually disagree. Statistically, women are still not at that level.
Okay.
Majority of the households to date are still male-led. A lot of the female-led...
Iron fist.
No, not iron fist.
Uh-huh.
Rightly so.
Oh, rightly so.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of the women-led households are women ambao hawana waume. Single, either by choice
or by circumstance. Yes.
Lakini majorly bado mwanamume ndio ana call shots. Go even to radio listenership and the rest of the things, utapata kwamba yule ambaye ana control hata dial
ni mwanaume.
Still a man. Buying power still lies in the hands of a man. So even though kuna empowerment ambayo imefanyika kwa wanawake, we still have a very long way to go. And that's why I don't agree with that narrative. Kwa sababu the margin is quite low at that point. And so, of course, the focus, like I said, is still on women. But eventually in many other areas, people are coming up with initiatives so that we make sure that the numbers are not outweighing the others. So that you're not empowering the women more than the men or the men more than the women. And so, case in point is, for example, the 2/3 gender rule, which people didn't know that can work both ways. It was supposed to be that no gender should ever be
100% running as something.
Thank you.
Yes.
So they should never get to a point where there's more men or more women.
There's this narrative that the government, muko ndani ni kukulia tu munakulia. Ni kukulia mmeshiba. Kale katanda ni aje. What can I supply? What can I supply? And we educators, now that you're a communicator, speak. Tusikie. Kwa sababu tunasemanga ule ameingia.
Nimecheka kwa sababu gani?
Unashiba. Leo it's our time to
the thing that pisses me off about meeting. Sorry, nimetumia word nzito. Lakini huwa nasinywa sana nikikutana na mtu nikimuuliza where do you work? Nimwambie nafanya kazi county, mtu anakuambia nyinyi ndio mnakula. It's a very wrong blanket condemnation. Because believe you me, corruption iko kila mahali. I'm not defending government. But corruption iko kila mahali. Hakuna mahali hakuna corruption, from government to even private entities, non-governmental organizations and all that. So to be branded that, it doesn't feel nice at all. And also, like you rightly put, mtu anakutana na anakuambia nitakuja nipatie tender. Hujui hata kama nina uwezo wa kukupatia tender. To be honest.
Ama hiyo ni docket yako.
Ama hiyo ni docket yangu, you know. So it's quite annoying, and I wish people would stop doing that. It doesn't feel nice to a lot of the people. Kwa sababu sometimes we feel that we are judged wrongly. People don't take time to understand government. They don't take time to understand the system we are government. They don't even take time to come and understand what we do. Sawa, we have a role ya communicate. But katiba ilipatia uwezo mwananchi yeye pia na serikali tuko at the same time. Ndio tukaletwa public participation. Kwamba hakuna uamuzi ambao mimi kama serikali ninaweza kufanya pasi na wewe kukubali kama mwananchi. So siwezi kuja leo kujenga sokoni hapa na nyinyi hamtaki sokoni. Nyinyi ndio mtatuambia sisi hapa kulingana na whatever we think that we need, tunahitaji sokoni.
We are your hands, the mandate to improve the society.
Thank you. So it's a
two-way process.
Kwamba sisi tunakuja kwako, wewe unaweza kuja kwetu. That is why uongozi uliletwa mashinani. So that you can actually even go to my office.
Yes.
Waweza kuingia ofisini ukauliza mbona sielewi, umepanga nini kuhusu akina mama, umepanga nini kuhusu vijana, umepanga nini kuhusu how can I come in kama kijana, kama mama, kama mzee, kama nani, ili tuangalie kwamba we've all worked together to improve society yetu. So I think that is the part that a lot of people have not plugged in. A lot of people still feel that it is the role of the government to do everything. Lakini mwananchi akae tu.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that because kuna role ya mwananchi. So leo mfano ukilalamika kwamba Mombasa ni chafu, yatakana ujiulize nimeplay role gani katika kuchafua mji. Have I been dumping correctly?
Unatupa chupa.
Ukitupa chupa
environment.
Basi unasema ni kazi ya serikali hiyo. Wewe ulitupa chupa. Sawa, okay, utasema labda hakukuwa na dustbin or something. But you would have still ungehifadhi ukatupe mahali ambapo panafaa. So kuna challenges ambazo ziko ambazo I believe that the biggest power we had is that constitution ambayo tuko nayo sasa hivi, ambayo ikiwa mwananchi angeichukulia ile constitution kama rafiki yake na achukulie serikali kama rafiki yake, so that unajua kazi ya gavana ni gani, unajua kazi ya mbunge ni ipi, unajua kazi ya MCA ni ipi, because unapata mtu ana make noise a lot about MCA hajafanya kitu chochote. Boss, MCA is just legislation, hana hata mfuko wa pesa wa kufanya chochote. Sasa ukimwambia hajajenga barabara atajenga na nini?
Atajenga na nini?
And yeye kazi yake ni kupitisha sheria bungeni. That's it. So you see, still kama hauelewi at that level na hata umempigia kura, utapiga kelele muda mrefu sana because you still don't understand the mandate. So I wish people would understand the mandate, to understand mandate ya Senate, ya MP, ya MCA, ya governor, ya kila mtu. Once you understand the mandate of all those people, hata on another level unguje uelewe barabara gani ni ya serikali kuu, gani ni ya county, gani ni ya nini, kwa sababu hizo ndo the smaller conflicts ambazo ziko katika counties. Unasikia mtu anasema barabara ni mbaya. Maybe it's not the mandate of the county because most of the functions has jakuwa fully devolved.
So hata watu wana campaign pia, they also need to understand what goes on. Because maybe some of them wanapatiana promises. Na wajui mandate yake ni nini. So akiingia, he promised things he wants to do.
Sisi sote wa Kenya.
Exactly.
We need to endeavor to understand the system and understand the mandates of both the national government and the county government plus wale viongozi wote.
Because today unaweza kuweni wewe tu ni mtu citizen wa kawaida, kesho wewe ndio kwa position.
Absolutely.
So either way you need to understand.
Either way you need to understand it. And I think that is the thing I like about Governor Joe. Every time in meetings he tells us, jamani kuna leo na kesho. Leo uko uongozini, kesho utakuwa mwananchi. Believe you me. What you have been doing in this office, then utakumbuka. Ikiwa umekuwa umesimamia barabara na hujatengeneza barabara, kesho ukigonga hit pothole unalalamikia nani? Na wewe ulikuwa uongozini ni doing do. So over and above the fact that uko na kazi, think about tomorrow. Tomorrow you may not be where you are right now. You may not be in a position of power. But when you're not in a position of power, will you be able to enjoy
that which you set up or that which you started watu wamalizia
wakiendelea nayo? Exactly. Ama pia sasa itafika hapo upate wewe pia umekwama and you are in a position to make a change. So hiyo ndio kitu na respectia sana governor. He really puts emphasis on that.
So when you're in that place, do you find yourself doing a bit of politics here and there? Are you intertwined together with politics?
Yes.
Hakuna escape. Uko ndani kabisa.
Yes, sort of. But of course, I'm being guided by principles za serikali. So there's a clear demarcation. But obviously sometimes you have to find
the politics of the day have to get to you.
Yes.
So do you see yourself one day deciding, mimi nasimama?
No.
Mbona no? No, wait a minute. Mimi nimesikia mwito nisimame.
No.
Mbona?
Because I can't.
You already need?
No. Pale nilipo nafikiri nimeridhika. I can only go elsewhere, lakini I am not elective position. Wacha watu wengine wafanye.
It's not your thing?
No. It's not my thing. It's not.
Umeosha mikono
mapema hata isiwe mtu hata asifikiria ati naweza vai. You know, I mean people say no julikana sijui nini, you've done so much for young people blah 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 and women nini.
By the way, how do you please advise people, because now You're the first person nimesikia akisema rightly so, unajulikana nini, and people always the first thing wanakuambianga is sisimame. What guides your decision? Ndio watu wengine pia wasione I am popular now I can buy. Because I think very many people do that. They confuse the popularity of maybe entertainment na popularity ya siasa.
Ningeomba watu wengi waelewe what they are getting into kwanza. Fanye kuelewa kabisa, na you get it from sober people who can tell you the truth.
Yes.
Ndio ufanye huo uamuzi, because a lot of people assume that kwa sababu najulikana, kwa sababu watu wananipenda, watu wamenipush. You don't know why people are pushing you. They may have their agenda which is not your agenda.
Yes.
And so people should just avoid the temptation to want to fall into another person's agenda which is not your
agenda. Which is not yours.
Yeah, kwa sababu mara nyingi utapata eventually hautafanya kazi kulingana na unavyotaka wewe ama unavyodhamiria wewe. Utafanya kazi kulingana na watu wanavyotaka kwa sababu walikuweka pale.
Yes.
So
a puppet of sorts.
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna hivi.
Yes, more or less. Yes. So I think I'm comfortable the way I am pale nilipo. I have my own ambitions later on, but not political.
Kind.
No.
So what kind of sober people, umesema sober people, do you keep around you?
Sober people that I keep around me, I have friends who I've had for the last over 10 years, and those ones are my people.
Excellent.
And also my family, I keep them around a lot, because wale najua wataniambia ukweli, na wananijua, wakiniona nateleza wataniambia kabisa hapa Abubu hakuna haja ya kwenda hapa.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sasa pale nataka unipe handle zako.
Handle za nini?
Wewe watu wakupate ama handle za serikali wale
watakupatikana bana wewe Mbuvi.
Amekataa kupatikana na nimejaribu kumuuliza
wait. Mimi na majina mawili tu. Esther Ingolo.
Yes.
Na huwezi pata anything else. So mimi ukienda kwa IG utanipata tu Esther
Ingolo.
Ukija Facebook utanipata Esther Ingolo. Ukienda Twitter yani
Esther Ingolo.
Hao majina mawili ndo natumia kila mahali. Sina jina lingine, hata kwa birth certificate, kwa passport, wapi, kila mahali. Yes.
Been a pleasure. Been a pleasure having you. Nimejaribu sana kumpata aingie kwa conversation nyingine, aseme wale watu wako karibu na yeye